Hi there, it's Ed here, and when I thought about what's the first training video I wanted you to watch in the 100% Success Method, I knew it had to be this one. This is why I'm excited for you, and it's not actually a training on the Mastery Program at all. It's actually about the industry that you're involved with. It's, of network marketing, MLM, or direct sales, whatever you call it, doesn't matter. It's this method of marketing and the business that it creates. And what I want you to understand is that there is a unique time at the moment, and you are so lucky you have no idea. And I want to be able to explain it to you, to give you some excitement and confidence about the future, so you invest more in learning what's in this program, because I believe that we are at a time where we have like an alignment of the planets. Because when we look at success, we know you've got to be in the right place at the right time. And then if you're in the right company, the right system, and take some massive action, you're going to create a lot of success. But to do that, you need to have the confidence. But if you have that, then and take action, that's when the ordinary person can earn an extraordinary amount of money in a record time. And I believe it's now. And who am I to say that? Well, if you don't know, that I need to tell you that I am the world's best-selling author on explaining the future of the industry. My books, there's a series of them. They're the same concept, but it's just different names for different times. The Big Picture, The Shakeout, and now 100% Confidence explains a strategic view of the industry, why people are in the right place at the right time, and for what reasons, and what should they be doing. And I can tell you that I've been waiting for this period for a long time. And when you look at, being in the right industry, it's always about trends. We have these 5 major trends driving us along. I'm not going to talk about them, read the book, but it's enough to know that we are at the right place. These trends are driving this industry, and all the new ones like social networking and mobile life and all this sort of thing is driving our industry. They're fantastic for our industry. The key reason I'm excited is timing. And to understand timing, you need to appreciate that all industries develop in a life cycle. And the life cycle is split into stages. Birth stage, okay, when an industry obviously is birthed and the concepts are pioneered, and then a key strategy is agreed upon, and the companies pour into the industry to develop it. Entrepreneurs, come in and they establish the industry, and it's a real boom. And then what happens is that the industry is established and things change. And so a new strategy comes in, and that's when an industry really goes mass market, when it really taps into its potential for the public, okay? Forget what they think, it's what the public think, because they're the ones with the money. And that's the big growth phase, and then you hit maturity. And maturity is great if you're a big company or a leading person in a big company, because that's when they fight over market share and things like that. And so the issue for us is, are we from establishment to growth stage, or are we, at growth to maturity? And we need to appreciate we are a big industry. We're a $100 billion industry, 100 countries of the world, 500 companies turning over $100 million in sales, and 40 million people involved. And what we need to understand about that is that we are a big industry. And so this question over where are we between the establishment and growth, or growth and maturity, is a big issue. Because if we are between growth and maturity, then the real opportunity for lots of the new people and new companies, but new leaders within companies, the opportunity for you to do something spectacular is limited. Okay? It really is. That's just the way it is. And what I want to do is to explain the way things are. And the reality is our business still has massive potential, because we literally have the most powerful method of marketing. Going direct to personal networks is still the most effective way. This method of sales, inspirational relationships, still is the best way of selling consumer products. Having motivated people, self-employed, results driven by freedom, is the best way to market products and to use an exponential network as our growth driver is without doubt the most effective, fastest method of expanding. We are not limited by having to build shops or, factories or, raise massive amounts of money and capital. These things are real for us today, and what we need to understand is okay, if that's all true, then what's happening? Why is the market the way it is? And to understand that is you need to appreciate that whilst we see a life cycle curve like that, it's all nice and smooth, it's not like that at all, okay? And each stage has its own strategy based on one strategic focus or one strategic idea, and that creates the growth. But that idea will eventually die, and anyone operating that strategy, their businesses will die as well. Okay, it just will not be as effective as it was in the past, and will also be replaced by a new strategy, and those that are using the new strategy are the ones that will dominate and boom in the future. And when I look at our business, we had far too much going for us. There's far too much potential. Do we ever say that, hey, that we're in the maturity phase? It's just not credible. And so we must be between the establishment and the growth phase. And that's fantastic. The only issue is are you using the old strategy or the new one? Because if you're using the old strategy, no matter what you do, your business will have problems. Now, when we look at what got us here, the establishment stage strategy was literally find new people, because people are our assets. So it's just a matter of find new people, use new markets, new products, new tools to get people excited to come on, join our business. And so we had to establish it. So we needed the people who could establish things. And in business, those are entrepreneurs. And so the strategy was just to recruit a flood of people, to find those people that have what it takes to build a business in the environment that we had. Okay, so recruit a flood of people to find those entrepreneurs who are going to do it. And that's why you often hear, we're looking for entrepreneurs. The challenge is the market has changed, and that strategy is not effective anymore. Okay, and that's why you keep hearing the issues like, is this pyramid selling? And, the opportunities to gone, and, what's wrong with your business, and blah, 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 blah. Those things are still out there because the strategy is not working anymore. And what I want you to understand is that it was the right strategy for the time, okay? And if people are still using that strategy, it's because they don't know a better one. Because I'm sure if they knew a better one, they would change. Some people, sometimes they don't change. But the fact is, in the old days, we worked differently because it was a different environment. And I know, because I joined the industry, look at that. I saw my first business opportunity in the Methodist Central Hall in central London in June 1989. Okay? I was 10 at the time. No, but it's like, it's a long time. If you want to know where that is, it's directly opposite than from Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament, Westminster Abbey, and the industry's changed. I was a young guy, and now what we need to do is to look at what's happening. What's the new strategic concept that will drive explosive new growth? Because there will be new growth because of the potential of the industry. And what I believe this new growth will come is it'll be based on developing all people, okay? Now, we'll be talking about new markets, new products, new tools, okay? That's not going to change because that's the nature of our sort of business. It's always about, hey, we're looking at new areas, we've got these new products, but it's not dramatic. It's not about, hey, let's go and pioneer the whole world. And the idea is not just about, hey, we need to just find new people, because the actual reality is that a successful network is actually not based on lots of new people joining and then quitting, okay? That concept we thought was right, and it was to pioneer the industry, but it doesn't work these days because the people quitting and the failure rate kills the confidence, and so no growth lasts. And that's the challenge with the old strategy. It creates growth, but the growth does not last. And the only way you're going to do that is to develop independent people. So people will actually stay in the business. And look, I know it makes a lot of sense. I'm sure you understand that. And so what we need to do is to focus what I call intrapreneurs, who are people who want to develop within the security of a system, okay? But they want to have their own business and they want to do as well as they possibly can. And they want exciting opportunities, but they want the security of knowing that they can succeed. And so the focus is the development of new people, okay, and old people, so that they can succeed. So it's just the development of people so they can succeed, and that's why I call it 100% success. And this whole program has been developed over years with the fundamental concept that everyone can do it, and we just need to develop them. And so when we look at this growth, there's that first growth wave, fantastic, it got us established. Now we're into the new growth wave. That's exciting, and I want you to just understand this. This is the real buzz, guys, is that at the start of each growth stage, these little waves is what seems like a 5-year boom. When I think about what happened in America between 1979 and 1984, absolutely crazy boom. When I think about really the UK in the early 90s, and I saw it roll across Europe, I've seen it roll across the world. The starting boom in all industries is just phenomenal. It doesn't mean that you have to be there, have to be there. Okay, it just means that to be successful, it just means that it's just an extra boom. And so I just know that this next 5 years are going to be spectacular, that we've hit the tipping point as it's known. And it means that we have this 5-year boom, a 30-year growth stage. It's an unprecedented opportunity for transformational, for you to just change your life into something special. We have seen this before. This franchising went through the exact same boom in the 80s, where they were already an established industry, but it just, things changed. Actually, the same change, this change in competence and the development of people to create success rather than just recruit new franchisees. That happened, and it grew by 500% in 6 years in the UK. Amazing, proven statistics. And we've seen this in mobile phones, the old style, and now we have the new sexy ones. And we saw that with people who don't change, they have massive problems. We've seen Nokia has major problems because they just didn't move with the times. Okay, where other companies, not just Apple, other companies have moved with the times, and they have their smartphones, and therefore they have an exciting future. And so that's where we are, guys. That's why I'm excited for you. We're at the start of the growth stage. I fundamentally believe that the next 5 years are going to be spectacular. You'll be able to create massive organizations. You just got to learn what's in this program. You got to focus on developing people rather than just finding them. And if you do that, then you will achieve all the success you ever wanted, because you are in the right place at the right time. I'm sure you're in the right company. You just got to make sure the system and the methodology that you use to operate your system and the methodology you learn on this program will give you the confidence to take the massive action I and everyone else knows you've got to take to create any success. And so welcome to the program. I hope that fills you with excitement. So the next training is on the big picture of the 100% success method. It's going to give you a simple idea of how this whole program works. I'm sure you're going to absolutely love it. Enjoy this program. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.